Please explain in detail about AP environmental science on pollution, such as pollution types, impacts of pollutions, and economic impacts. AP environmental science on pollution, types, impacts, and economic effects. Introduction. Pollution is a critical issue in today's world, impacting both the environment and human health. As the global population increases, the demand for resources, industry, and energy continues to grow, leading to increased pollution. The AP Environmental Science course covers pollution in depth, focusing on its various types, impacts, and economic implications. This essay will outline the types of pollution, the impacts on ecosystems and human health, and the economic consequences of pollution. Types of pollution. A. Air pollution. Air pollution refers to the release of harmful substances into the atmosphere. These substances can come from natural sources, e.g., volcanic eruptions, or human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, industrial processes, and transportation. Primary pollutants, like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, can combine with other substances to form secondary pollutants, such as smog and acid rain. B. Water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies, including rivers, lakes, and oceans, with harmful substances. This can result from industrial waste discharge, agricultural runoff, sewage, and chemical spills. Pollutants in water can have devastating effects on aquatic life, disrupt ecosystems, and contaminate drinking water supplies. C. Soil pollution. Soil pollution refers to the contamination of soil with harmful chemicals or substances. This can occur through industrial waste disposal, chemical spills, pesticides, and heavy metals from mining activities. Soil pollution can lead to the loss of soil fertility, reduced agricultural productivity, and contamination of food crops. D. Noise pollution. Noise pollution is the presence of excessive or unwanted sound that disrupts the natural environment and human activities. Sources of noise pollution include transportation, construction, and industrial activities. Prolonged exposure to noise pollution can lead to negative impacts on human health, such as hearing loss, stress, and sleep disturbances. E. Light pollution. Light pollution is the excessive or inappropriate use of artificial light, which disrupts the natural cycles of wildlife, human health, and the environment. This can interfere with astronomical observations, disrupt ecosystems, and cause sleep disturbances in humans. Impacts of pollution. A. Impacts on ecosystems. Pollution can have severe consequences for ecosystems, leading to the loss of biodiversity, the alteration of habitats, and the disruption of food chains. For instance, water pollution can lead to eutrophication, causing oxygen depletion and the death of aquatic life. Soil pollution can impair plant growth, reducing the availability of food and shelter for wildlife. B. Impacts on human health. Pollution is a significant risk factor for various health issues, including respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, and cancer. Exposure to polluted air, water, and soil can cause acute and chronic health problems, reduce life expectancy, and impact overall quality of life. For example, air pollution is linked to asthma, bronchitis, and lung cancer, while contaminated drinking water can cause gastrointestinal illnesses and developmental disorders. C. Climate change. Pollution, particularly greenhouse gas emissions, contributes to climate change, causing global temperatures to rise and altering weather patterns. This can lead to more frequent and severe natural disasters, such as storms, floods, and droughts, which can devastate communities and ecosystems. Economic impacts of pollution. A. Healthcare costs. Pollution-related health issues impose a significant financial burden on individuals and healthcare systems. Treating illnesses caused by pollution requires medical resources, increasing healthcare costs and diverting funds from other essential services. B. Lost productivity. Pollution can lead to a decrease in productivity due to illness, disability, and premature death. This loss of human capital can reduce economic growth, as businesses and industries experience labor shortages and increased costs. C. Environmental remediation. Pollution cleanup and remediation efforts are often costly and time-consuming, requiring substantial financial resources and expertise. Governments and private entities must allocate funds to restore polluted sites, diverting resources from other development projects and initiatives. D. Agricultural losses. Pollution can negatively impact agriculture, resulting in reduced crop yields, contaminated food supplies, and economic losses for farmers. Soil and water pollution can lead to decreased fertility, impacting the quality and quantity of crops produced, which can have cascading effects on food security and global trade. E. Impact on tourism. Pollution can have severe consequences for the tourism industry, as it can degrade the aesthetic appeal of natural and urban environments. Air, water, and noise pollution can deter tourists from visiting affected areas, leading to revenue losses for businesses and governments reliant on tourism income. F. Regulatory and compliance costs. To address the issue of pollution, governments often implement regulations and policies that require industries to adopt cleaner technologies and practices. While these measures can help reduce pollution, they can also impose additional costs on businesses, which may be passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices. Conclusion. Pollution is a complex and multifaceted issue, encompassing various types, including air, water, soil, noise, and light pollution. The impacts of pollution on ecosystems and human health are far-reaching, with consequences such as the loss of biodiversity, altered habitats, and increased health risks. Pollution also has significant economic implications, affecting healthcare costs, productivity, agriculture, tourism, and regulatory compliance. Understanding the diverse aspects of pollution is essential for developing effective solutions to mitigate its effects on the environment and human well-being. The AP Environmental Science course equips students with the knowledge and tools necessary to analyze and address pollution-related challenges, fostering a greater appreciation for the intricacies of environmental management and conservation.